George Conway, who is married to Kellyanne Conway and heads the Society for the Rule of Law Institute, recently made comments on social media, formerly known as X, about possible actions that former President Donald Trump could have taken, according to a report in Oak magazine from Thursday, February 22, 2024. He suggested that Trump might think about filing for bankruptcy in order to put off paying the about $355 million plus accrued interests that Judge Arthur Engoron ordered as a result of last week's ruling. A Syracuse University law professor and investigative journalist named David K. Johnston recently speculated on social media that President Trump might try to delay paying out more than $500 million in damages by formally requesting bankruptcy protection. The next logical step for Donald Trump to postpone paying over $500 million in damage rewards is to file for bankruptcy. In agreement with Johnston, Conway said that this course of action is very likely to occur. There is a good chance that this will occur. Judge Engoron imposed a hefty fine on the former president last Friday for intentionally inflating asset values to get preferential financing terms. Also, for 3 years, Trump and his sons cannot serve as director officers of any company based in New York. And for 2 years, that restriction is reduced to 1 in a recent legal setback. The prominent GOP figure, now a former New York entrepreneur, was ordered to pay $83.3 million to writer Jeanine E. Carroll, who accused him of assault in the mid-199s and damaged his reputation. The deadline for former President Trump to appeal the defamation judgment of $83.3 million is March 12. Donald Trump, a leading Republican in the race for the presidency, has maintained his innocence and plans to challenge the convictions. Despite facing 91 felony indictments in 4 separate trials, he has more criminal trials coming up soon. Trump is facing accusations in New York of providing false documentation regarding financial settlements paid to adult entertainer Stormy Daniels. He is currently pleading not guilty to these charges, which carry a maximum prison sentence of 4 years each. At Mar-a-Lago, the ex-president faced legal proceedings in Florida, where he denied charges related to 37 felonies related to the withholding of classified materials, claiming to have conspired, withheld records, provided misleading statements, and obstructed investigative actions were all part of the charges in the Meanwhile, he is facing criminal charges in Washington, D.C. These charges include conspiracies to deceive the United States, to obstruct government processes, to behave obstructively during official proceedings, and attempts to do so. Furthermore, his role in the events of January 6 has resulted in violations of citizens' voting rights. On top of that, he's facing charges in Georgia related to effort. In the meantime, Saturday saw legal expert Glenn Kirschner's prediction that ex-President Trump's empire was about to fall due to the penalties he received from his most recent lawsuits for his role in a scheme to get better business loans. Trump was found guilty on February 16 by New York City Judge Arthur Engoron of artificially inflating the value of his assets and personal net worth, for which he would have to pay about $355 million in penalties. The decision was reached after New York Attorney General Letitia James filed a civil fraud lawsuit against the ex-president, his adult sons, Eric and Donald Trump Jr., as well as other individuals associated with the Trump Organization. Interest of about $100 million will also be a part of the penalty amount. The current GOP presidential frontrunner in 2024, Trump has consistently denied any wrongdoing and argued that the lawsuit was an effort to damage his chances of being elected. Regarding Trump's 2019 comments, in which he claimed that Carroll was lying about allegations assaulted in a changing room of a Manhattan department store in the 1990s, another New York City jury decided on January 26 that the ex-president must pay $83.3 million in damages to Carroll. Carroll was a former All columnist. $13 million for compensatory damages, $11 million for repairing reputation, and $65 million for punitive damages make up that sum. Last year, A separate jury found Trump Salil and defamation and awarded Carl $5 million. Both instances involve Trump's denial of wrongdoing, with the amount of money Trump is spending on legal fees for his many other legal battles. Many are wondering if he will have enough to pay these ever-increasing fines.